In the hustle and bustle of day-to-day life, our minds are occupied with many, many things. We think of how to solve this and that, go here or there, and do that or the other. But fortunately for us, we don't ever have to worry about breathing. Can you imagine if we did? When you breathe, you transport oxygen to the body's cells to keep them working and to clear your system of the CO2 that this work generates. In short, breathing keeps you alive. You cannot inhale and exhale for a few hours, then stop altogether, hoping that it will be enough to sustain you for 24 hours. That's crazy. Breathing must be continuous. In fact, it's so part of you that it's second nature. Prayer is much like breathing. Or at least it should be. When you pray, you empower your spiritual body and clear yourself of all negativity. That's why it needs to be continuous. Just like breathing, we ought to pray without ceasing. This is what keeps our faith and communion with God alive. Many people faint along the way because they don't develop this habit. Pray like you breathe, ceaselessly, continuously, always. Then he spoke a parable to them, that men always ought to pray and not lose heart. Luke 18:1. Pray without ceasing.
It's happening in every neighborhood.
Open the door! Who is he? Huh? This is why you really want to leave me.
No, I didn't.
Down every street. Sickness, addiction, and violence has been turning countless homes into crime scenes. Suffering, depressed, alone, suicidal.
Welcome to your program Problems and Solutions. A very good evening. It's a pleasure to be back with you, with your program. And we are here tonight to give you this opportunity for you to find life, especially you who are going through a situation that you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Everything is blocked. The doors are closed. You give one step forward, two behind. Your life is upside down. You know that God is the same of yesterday, today, and forever, and He's here there where you are. He's here with me and there where you are, because God is everywhere, and He gives you, through this program, an opportunity for your life to change. But if your life to change depends on you, on your step of faith. That's why I would like to invite you, for you to watch careful this testimony of this gentleman, that he had a severe disease, an impossible problem, and he didn't believe that God could cure him. He didn't believe because he thought that his sickness was bigger than God. That was impossible for God, was impossible for him. You know, because of that sickness, many times this gentleman called his wife and said, I'm going to end my life. But one day he accepted the challenge and came to the Universal Church and took part of the chains of prayer. But more than that, he decided to trust his life in God. He decided to trust his life in the hands of the Almighty God. and today he's healed. And he's here to tell you how he overcame his problem. Watch his testimony and see that God is still alive. And the same God that healed him, he wants to heal you.
I went to the hospital and the doctor said to me, look, there's no cure for this disease, but we're gonna prescribe you some medicines. And I said to him, look, why are you gonna prescribe me something that is incurable? You're just gonna make me feel heavier and heavier, you know? I don't want this. So many times I called my wife from work and I said, look, I'm gonna end it tonight, you know? And she was in tears, she couldn't bear it. One day she was on a bus, she passed the church. From there on, I think it started, and then she kept on going, and then she invited me, and I said, I don't want to know about God, I don't want to know nothing, you know? My problem is greater, but God cannot fix. And she invited me, and I said no, and then one day I said, you know what, I'm gonna go. Even though I didn't understand, God touched me. I got down on my knees. I said, nah, God, I can't live like this, you know? I used to go to the gym before, I used to work out, I used to do so many things. I was very active. Now, for the past 2 years, I haven't been active. I couldn't do the things I used to do. I'm moody, you know, I'm stressed. I don't want this. And within a month after I received my healing, it was gone. And then not immediately, but it took time, you know, day by day, and it was gone. And I was like, wow, it's gone. I'm back to normal again. You know, I'm much more stronger. I have new organs. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I went back to the doctors, and when I told them, they couldn't believe. They said, look, we have a list of people who have this disease, and they are suicidal. They cannot live with this. And you are free. How did you? And I told them, I said, look, come to Universal Church. That's where I found God, and God healed me.
We are back with your program, and you see that the same God that healed this man is the same God that is there and wants to heal you, my dear friend. Doesn't matter your situation, doesn't matter your religion, doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter if you are rich, if you are poor, if you have this problem for a long time, or if you just got this problem today. Doesn't matter the size of your problem, doesn't matter the size, because sometimes you watch people's stories through this program and through this channel, and you say the following, for me it's different, my life is different, my problem is different, you know, my situation is different. Or sometimes you even doubt, this is not true, this is a liar, this is people who are being paid to speak about this. No. You know, my dear friend, the only way that you can say that this doesn't work is if you come and nothing happens. And I'm challenging you, where you are, to come and join us. Join us. Tomorrow, Sunday, we're going to have a powerful prayer. You know that one day Jesus said, come to me as you are. So how you are? Are you depressed? Are you tired? Are you frustrated? Are you feeling to give up? Even with suicidal thoughts, depressed? As you are. Come as you are. Jesus said, and I'll give you rest. Because God is the only one that gives you rest. So live where you have to live. Live where you have to live. Doesn't matter if you live in Stockholm or if you live in a city around Stockholm, or even if you are living outside of Stockholm. The Universal Church is established in 2 cities, Stockholm at the Birger Jarlsgatan 106, and tomorrow Sunday will be here at 9 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, 12:30, 4 o'clock, and 6 p.m. But also you can find us in Gothenburg. The address is below your screen, where we're going to have the same times tomorrow, Sunday. You are our guest to join us, and live for where you have to live. Sometimes you are 2 hours away, 3 hours away, sometimes even more. You know that the biggest the sacrifice it is for you to join us, the greatest your victory will be. I even want to play for you a short part of the message of Bishop Macedo that speaks about a lady that went to our help center in Siberia. We had the inauguration in the capital of Siberia last week, And there was a lady with 86 years of age, that she heard about God like you are hearing about now, and she decided to travel 2,300 kilometers, 2 days of journey by train. And she decided to come because she was thirsty, she wanted the miracle of God. See this lady, 86 years of age, an example to us. And through her, you want to see that for us, my dear friend, nothing is impossible. Let's watch this short part of the message of Bishop Macedo, and we'll be back with you.
There was an inauguration of one more spiritual hospital that works from Monday to Monday. And this time they're in Siberia, in the capital of Siberia. And there is the inauguration of the church, was the last Saturday. We had the church there, full, the church was full, and a detail that this old lady that you see on the picture, between the bishop and his wife, there is a lady, and this lady, she's 86 years old. 86 years old. And she left from her house to go to the inauguration. She left from a distance of 2,300 kilometers. She traveled 2,300 kilometers by train, 2 days of journey to arrive to this meeting. 86 years old. And this is an example, a marvelous example for the glory of Jesus. Only the fact that she left her house and she went to this place 2 days, 2 following days, she had to travel by train so she could be in this meeting that you can see above. This is, it gives to the people that watch us. For instance, you who live here in the very same city where there is the church, and you think that there is difficult, you find difficult to leave your house to take the bus, a train, or even by car, whatever means you can come to the temple or to a church, for example, takes maybe 3 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I want to tell you the following, that the more the difficult for you to come to the church, to the universal church, the greater will be the blessing that you're going to receive. The blessing will be bigger. The less difficult, the easier it is. So less is the faith. This is reality. So when there is a huge difficult, for instance, this lady of 86 years old, Mrs. Irina, she traveled 2 days by train to get there in the inauguration of the church in the capital of Siberia. So for sure, I am absolute sure. I don't know her testimony yet. I didn't hear, but I'm so sure that she has something great to tell to everyone, just for the reason that she had to leave her house to a distance of 2,300 kilometers to come to church. I remember that lady that has a blood issue, and she was suffering for 12 years, and she had spent everything, all her money with doctors, and there was no healing for her. So she came until where Jesus was, even bleeding, even maybe I don't know, she was on a donkey, which way she came, but she came unto Jesus, and she received what she needed. And that's how, my dear friend, That's life. If you want to have an encounter with God, do not wait for an easy way. Don't expect softness, because God is above all and everything. He's the creator. So for you to be with him, you're gonna have to sacrifice. Jesus said that since the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence.
My dear viewer, is an example. This lady is an example. And soon we're going to have her testimony here. We are just translating her testimony for English for us to very soon to play for you, because it's impossible that when someone comes to God, that God don't change their lives. So don't miss it. Tomorrow, Sunday, here in Stockholm, our headquarters is at the Birger Jarlsgatan 106. Also in Gothenburg, and also we have our special work in Malmö, we have our special work in Västerås, and you can call us, you can text us for you to know the days and the times. Of course, that for you to attend of one of our services, is important that you also call us and text us because of the restrictions that we are living now in Sweden. So you know that before you come, you have to book. That's why we have times in the morning at 9, at 11, at 12:30, at 4 o'clock, and also at 6 p.m. You can call us and see the time that is available for you, and we're going to introduce you to the time for you to come. When you arrive, you want to have the disinfected for your hands, for you to wash your hands. If you want to come with mask, and you're going to attend one of our services, and we're going to be together seeking the miracle of God. Okay? Was a pleasure to be with you. If you need more information about us, if you are watching me from abroad and you want to know the closest universal church near you, you can visit our website www.uckg.se. May the Lord of the Bible bless you all, and until next time.
I'm not leaving this hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter.
You want out? That's fine with me!